Hi everybody, it's Miss V. We're going to do natural harmonics today. Each string instrument has harmonics. Your strings are suspended from the bridge to the nut and they are tuned to a certain pitch. They vibrate at that pitch. If you play your G string, you will hear exactly that. If you take a finger and place it exactly halfway and not press the string down, you'll get a natural harmonic. What's happening is the string is vibrating equally on both sides, and that's creating exactly an octave higher. So when you're doing a harmonic, you don't want to press the string down and you don't want anything touching behind it or in front of it because that's going to disrupt your vibration. In fact, the spot on the string is so minimal and the pressure is so minimal that you can actually do it with a piece of paper. So that's my G string, and you see how very, very lightly and very skinny this piece of paper is. Now, if you cut that in half again, now you have the string vibrating at 1/4 of itself versus 3/4 of itself. And so I'm going to show you what that sounds like. That is yet another octave higher. And if this is all about vibrations, if I were to move my hand all the way up here, where I'm going to be 1/4 of the string versus 3/4 of the string, you're going to hear that same exact pitch that you heard way down here. So our string instruments are really very cool. There's a lot of cool things that we can do with them. We can find these pitches very low on the violin, and we can find them way up here. There's a lot of them. And basses, you use your harmonics more than anybody because you can go really high and there's a lot of them to be really clear way up on the bass. So what I'd like you to do now is listen to the tone quality of the harmonic and how it differs from a pressed down note. So on your G string, here's your G harmonic. If I press that note down, it definitely sounds different. Here's also a G. Same G as on the D string. I'd like you to pause the video right now and we're going to talk about the difference that you hear in the sound. Let me show you one more time. Here's a fingered G and here's a harmonic G. Okay, now that we've talked about the differences in the sound, I'd like to have you try this yourself. You're going to find the midway point on your string, and remember, no pressing down and don't touch behind it. You can use any finger on this, and you're going to be looking for that pure tone on each string. Now, you might notice that you don't find it at first, and you get that real screechy sound. All you have to do is just continue to move your finger until you feel it and you find it. There's just a nice spot there right in the center of the string that you will notice the string just vibrates very easily right there. So let's pause the video again and everybody's going to find their harmonics. All right, the last thing we're going to talk about now is how do you know if you should play a harmonic or not? Well, sometimes you can add harmonics into your music whenever you'd like to, but lots of times composers actually want you to intentionally play them. So what is the difference? Well, they are indicated with a perfect little circle over the note, and lots of times that's accompanied with a number. So if it has the perfect little circle plus a 4, that means they'd like you to use your pinky. If the perfect little circle is with a 3, that means they'd like you to use your third finger. The perfect little circle looks a lot like a degree sign to me, and it is not the same as looking at a 0. And a 0, as we all know, means use an open string. So if you're looking at the music now, Look at the first line, and you can very clearly see the difference between a 0 and a perfect circle. And now you know exactly what it means.